Hi, I'm Patti Stanger, Millionaire Matchmaker, and I'm answering your tweets on okmagazine.com. My biggest regret is I didn't have children. And I had an abortion in my 20s, and I was pregnant, and I didn't have enough money, and I didn't think it was okay to have a child and be a single parent. Now, look, everybody's doing that. And I think that I didn't find the right guy at the right time to have one with, I guess. But I don't think I would adopt and be single. I think I would have eventually found a guy, settled down, got the picket fence, and I just didn't meet the person at the right time. I wasn't that lucky like a lot of other people. But that's my biggest regret, not having kids. There is hope in LA. I found one and plenty of fish. You really have to look at it like you just need one and you're done. If you constantly keep scoping the field and looking for the bigger, better deal, you're going to be alone. You need to find some good guy, like a 7 or 8, that you can put a nice pair of jeans on, cut his hair, get him a suntan, and he's sweet and nice and warm, makes a good living, and makes you laugh, and then call it a day. If you're expecting more than that, like the billionaire, you're going to be alone. Atlanta, holla, 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 I was there for Nene's wedding, and it ain't easy. I saw more women and gay men. So if you're a single woman, there was like no straight men. It was worse than New York, actually. At least New York, you see them walking around. You just got to grab one. They're like butterflies, fleeting. But I haven't been to Atlanta yet to do a women's convention, so maybe I'll get asked, and then I can help fix you up. We'd love to do the show pretty much in every city. Miami especially, because I grew up half the time there, and I want to give back to that city, which was so good to me in my youth. I went to University of Miami. I love Texas. I love Dallas and Austin. And we love San Francisco. San Francisco is the one place we've always thought we should hit the grid because it's got all the Silicon Valley millionaires, which are always on our show. It's got all the gay community that you could, muster up in the entire country. And then the third thing is these, granola muncher girls need makeovers. So it's like hits 3 markets in one. We're going to work on that next year. But any city, I'm going to be in Nashville, Raleigh, Detroit, Vancouver, Montreal, and Boca next year doing women's events. So I've got a lot of speaking events, and I'll let you know when they come out. So the first date that any client ever set up was taking a girl to Paris on a private jet. And it was about 7 years ago, before the show started, and it was a multi-billionaire, like billionaire on the Forbes list. And the girl told me that he called her 20 minutes before the date and said, "Have you ever been to Paris?" And she said no. He said, "I'll pick you up at 7." And she literally had no clothes. He flew her to Paris. He had this romantic dinner by the Eiffel Tower. And then on top of it, he took her shopping the rest of the week. They dated 6 months. They never got married. I never found out why, because they kind of dissipated on me. But the bottom line was that was romance. The worst date, a swingers club. Literally. I had to take his membership away. He literally took the girl to the swingers club. He went in the back room, put a towel around himself, completely naked, and gave her one and said, "This is the date." And it was a famous person, and I can't tell you who it is. A little sex addicted there.